Hello, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Ming Daily. This is week 8 of me working in AstraZeneca. Going off work. I'm the last one to leave again. And you can see the little bee I gave my manager. It's so cute. I've been added like team mat. And these are like some of the gifts the other interns gave. Not this year, from previous years. I didn't lie when I say I've been in the lab preparing samples all day. Hello! So I thought I'd give you all a very brief update whilst I speed walk to the gym today. So today is it's the week 8, so 37, day 37. Yesterday was day 36, and as you saw some of the short clips I showed you yesterday, I wasn't lying. I was in the lab all day doing lots of dilutions, but it was all good. Like yesterday I did a plan, like a sort of Gantt chart kind of thing, to make sure that I provide enough wetting time for each of the samples that I'm prepared, and I think it worked really well. Like I wasn't as flustered, so that's a good thing that I did, and I'm very happy that I did it because I could track like what are the things that I've done, what I haven't done, what I need to do next, instead of like worrying all day. And it also frees me up some time to do other things and plan ahead, because I still need to work on my presentation. I did a very brief draft, just literally just bullet pointing down the things that I want to talk about. So yeah, that's all I've done today. And heading out to the gym right now. So I'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully I get all the HPLC done. Bye bye. Hello guys. Just finished a very intense spin class. Also, I'm really proud of myself for not going to McDonald's, which you can see is right beside my gym after 2 months of going to the gym. I think today was supposed to be cold, but after the spin class I was just so tired and hot. And I finally, I'm so sorry. This is day 38. Yes, 38. And I finished all my lab work. No more lab. I might need to go in to clear myself, but it was so good. I've done 60 samples, 120 dilutions in total. Crazy. And even like vialing up and then putting it on snap cap, you can see my palm has turned red because I had to push down on all the snap caps. But they're all done now. Yeah. So right now the focus will be on finishing my report, so-called presentation, and then making sure all the results that I got from my experiments are loaded up into ELN, and then we're done. Yeah. For my presentation I actually had some thoughts. Like I wanted to make it really fun, like to use a bit more diagrams, than words. And then my supervisor was like, I prefer if you use the AstraZeneca template, like PowerPoint template. And I was like, okay, it's official, but it's not the prettiest. It's very industrial. How do I describe it? It's very industrial, like just fit for purpose, no aesthetics, nothing, just like info. I looked at the previous people's presentation, and I mean, in my head I thought like, oh, you know, it's like a some work in progress kind of presentation, and whereas this is like, I mean, it might be a work in progress presentation for the staff, but for me it's like a 10-week project, and I'm so proud of it. Like I don't want to make the presentation mediocre. I want to make it really pretty, not like pretty like fancy, but like just very easy to understand. And then yeah, I like doing that. But yeah, we'll figure a way out of that. I think good morning. This is a vlog for day 39. So for yesterday, it's clearly super bright right now. But yesterday evening, it was just raining. Like it's not like super heavy rain, but really windy. I came out of work, it was raining. I was like, okay, this means that I can't walk back home now. I'm going to go to the gym, and after the gym it would stop. Okay, so I did like an hour and a half in the gym, came out, it kind of stopped, but after walking for like 5 minutes down the road, it started peltering again. And I was like, I was gonna do a vlog, but then I can't do it anymore. So okay, I'm not really that fat, but last few days, yesterday technically, and this morning, I had a bit too much cake. So yeah. So I have a dilemma right now. Is lab work more tiring, or is data processing more tiring? As in, after you get the data and you analyze the word. Because honestly, yesterday I was just on my laptop. I was with the other scientists looking at my Raman data, and then my eyes hurt just from like staring at the screen for so long. Yeah, so it was almost a whole day. So our problem right now is we've got the data, we're just trying to make sense of it, because last time when they had the manufacturing and they did the HPLC analysis, for example, batch A had a bit of a problem, but in this Raman test it shows that batch C has the problem. But to fix that, I think I need to cross-check with some of the so-called validation samples that I tested on HPLC. So that's what I plan to do today. And another way to get around that, at least to kind of give us a conclusion for our project, is that to see, because there is some variation on the Raman, on the soft batch C, but how great is the variation, and whether or not it still meets the requirements, like for example within 10%, etc. So that's the thing I think we would be focusing more on, versus like what potentially caused the variation in batch C. I looked back at some of the manufacturing reports and I had a clue, but I would definitely want to reconfirm it with my supervisor, because she led the manufacturing formulation, and she probably has a better idea of the process than I do, based on like what I read from the reports. So that's that. Yesterday, just before lunch, we also had a sort of talk about the graduate program scheme in AstraZeneca. So the graduate program scheme is either a 2 or 3 year scheme. You can look up online. I think it's under like for graduates, like in their careers page, and there are like a few different disciplines. So the one that is most relevant to pharmacy is probably PTND, just where I'm in, operations, or R&D, which is like early stage development. There's also biopharma, but that's more about like microbiology. So if you're interested in bio, you can also go for that route. And of course there's like tech, there's engineering, there's finance, there's all sorts of the others, which we didn't really cover because it's not really relevant to us. And then we're just talking to some of the graduates. They talk about the application process. Some of them offers international assignments, so you can either be based in the UK or you can go to like Sweden, you can go to US. Some of them is only for national, so for like operations you tend to have international assignments because there's like so many factories that AstraZeneca has. If you're in PT&D, you can be based in UK or Sweden, which is Gothenburg. But if you want to look for international assignments, you need to look for it yourself. It's not assigned to you straight away. I think for the biopharma or the Cambridge or the R&D one of them, you don't have international assignment because it's just not a very big team. But yeah, I felt like the main purpose of them giving a talk is to let you know about these things, and then also of course to talk to graduates who are in the graduate program now and ask them about their experience. But apart from that, you can get all the information online, so do check it out. In AstraZeneca careers, applications the same for everyone. Apply online. You do like an online assessment, so I think it's like situational judgment test, and then potentially a virtual interview, like video interview. Some of them has it, some of them doesn't. And then another one is like your, what do you call it, like a personality quiz kind of thing. And then if you pass that, you'll be invited to an assessment center, which is either virtual or in person, depending when you apply, as in the years because of COVID. And then if you pass it, then you get offer. But I was talking to one of the graduates, and she was saying that she got information about going to the virtual assessment center like 4 months after completing the online test. So be patient, they might reject you, but if not, just keep waiting. Don't put your hopes down. I departed really late today. As you can see, the sun's really bright, so I'm going to speed walk to work now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll keep you updated. Today, which is day 40, we're actually heading to Manchester after work for a little mini golf, so we'll see how it goes. Bye. So this is the vlog for the final day of the week. Day 40 of me working at AstraZeneca. Today, it doesn't really feel like a work day because I went in pretty late. Like I arrived at around 9:30. I looked through some of basically tidied up my my ELN records, etc., and then worked with the scientists. Didn't really work much. And then by 11 a.m. we had our team meeting. So it was our final team meeting as well, which was really sad. Like about my project, sorry. And then it was basically just rounding up all the results that we got, trying to explain it, and giving people an update. And I'll be doing my presentation on next Thursday as well. After that, I was like really, really tired, so by lunchtime I went off with the other interns, had lunch, and then had another hour to do some like rearranging, like just basically a lot of admin work. And then at 2 we had a tour of the plant that were producing the API, and it was probably the first time I was being closest to an operations team. So going to the factory, looking at all the vessels that they were using. So in this pilot plant, at least, they are focused on producing the API for clinical trials. So it's a lot more like chemical reactions but in larger vessels. So you have like 4 or 5 huge vessels that can connect to each other, and then each one they'll have a different chemical reaction. And of course, doing things in a larger scale, you have more risk because any like temperature changes due to the reaction will need like a safety precaution kind of thing, and also the operators operating the work, and also how to control like adding the reagents, etc. So it's really interesting to see the safety process that they have there, and how they clean it as well, and what kind of reagents they use, so that all the toxic fumes are properly sorted out instead of being just released in the environment. Yeah, which again gives me more pride to say that I feel safer taking the medicines now because of all the, not just regulations, but kind of the work that people put in place. So that's that, and then that was under 3. Again, looked a bit more at my presentation, so I didn't really bother to go to meet the scientist that was looking at the analysis with me anymore, because it was like 45 minutes or something like that, so no point. And then by around 4:15 I've logged off and then joined the parenterals team to go to Manchester for our like socials, which turned out more fun than I thought. So I was sitting with the interns, and you can see some of the food. We went to Slug and Lettuce. So some of the food, I'll probably put them up here. They're quite good, and the cocktails were quite good as well. It was 2 for 1, so it was a good day, and I can feel myself more relaxed after a little bit of alcohol. But I only had 1 glass, so not drunk or anything. And then after that we went to mini golf, which was so fun. Like the first one, I was way behind. Well, you saw my earlier videos where I played golf in AstraZeneca, and I suck. But for the first round, so we had nine stations, and then for the 9th station, it was like the grand finale, and you basically had to hit the balls into specific holes. And then I was like, I just tried my best on those ones, and I came in first on that one, and that gave me like a 5,000 bonus point, and you can see here I won first place. Wow, there's no gift or something or anything, but yeah, after the first round we were all super tired already, and then just like sitting, because we had to go to the 2nd floor for the next few rounds, and then next so 9 shots, so 1 more round, and then we were like, oh, so tired. We sat there, played for a bit, and then my friends were like, oh no, the train, there was like some disruption on the train, might be because people were on the tracks or something like that. So we were like, okay, no going to the bar or anywhere else, we need to go back home really quickly. So by around 9:30, almost similar to the time that we anticipated to leave, we speed walked to the train station. Got there around 9:50. The train was due to depart at 10:15. No signs that said it is not leaving, so we were all safe, which is on the train. And then really tired on the train, was just like dozing off until we got back to Macclesfield. But we got back around 11, so all is good. And luckily there were interns with me as well, so even though it was dark, it wasn't that bad. And on my journey to Manchester, I didn't go with my interns. I think I went with the other staff, the permanent staff member. It was quite nice talking to them, getting to know them a little bit more. But yeah, that sums up week 8 of me working at AstraZeneca. Next week will be my final week, because the week after I will be heading off to Italy. Oh shit, I wasn't supposed to say that, because you're supposed to wait for my videos, but subscribe to watch proper beautiful travel videos, travel vlogs in Italy. I'm probably going to vlog every day. So, and all the food. Yeah. I can't wait to go there and meet my parents as well. And lastly, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I think that's about it. Next week is just finishing up all my reports, presentation, and I also brought back my laptop to do some work this weekend because oh my god, I forgot to tell you this, but I heard back from Pfizer. Okay, Thursday, I knew I got an interview place with AstraZeneca, but Thursday was when they gave me an interview date, which will be on 31st of August, which is when I'm in Italy, but that's fine. And then, Friday, so Friday and today, or yesterday. And I also heard back from Pfizer, so I just have to record myself doing a video interview, and if I pass that, I'm going to the next stage, which is an in-person interview. Well, not in person, like a live online interview. So cross my fingers. Yeah. Okay, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.